Hello, everybody, and this is Narendra Kumar, and we are going through a whole series of lectures on the most important topic career development, how to live a passionate life. So, this is the sixth lesson, short lessons we are having here, and today the title is Process of Learning, the part two. So, how do we learn? That was the question we asked last time, and now we answer that question more specifically in this video. You must ask honest, simple questions in your chosen field. Your choice of profession here could be anything, even random. It does not matter. I mean, many young people say, "I don't have any profession. I mean, I don't have any interest." You're not supposed to have any interest. You're supposed to develop an interest. And if you go into something, you will develop it. So you can even choose randomly given your circumstances. And if you're already in a field, take that up. I mean, why should you leave your field? So you must read, struggle, try to ask people, the people who know. Every book, even a bad one, every person will give you something. I mean, you don't stop. You question further. You search. You read very carefully, slowly. You have to read very slowly. And I promise you, your brain will begin to understand. You will really slowly it will happen. You cannot rush the process. Rushing itself means tension or nervousness. You have to be very calm and slow and be very confident that you can know. You will start to see patterns, links, principles. You will naturally now be excited. Your field will become precious to you. You will feel powerful. You go on and on. And this process takes a long time, maybe 1.5 years or 2 years. And then suddenly you will see light. You will see. I mean, you will start seeing slowly. It's the way the early morning darkness becomes light. Slowly you'll come to light. You will get the secrets, the foundations, the principles. You will get the logic clearly. It's not a mystery. How can the working, for example, of a TV in detail be a mystery? It cannot be. And it's so strange that, we have shut our minds to things right in front of us, to things that we use daily. We don't know how it works. Can you imagine? That is the problem with the world. We are all shut in our minds. You will feel powerful. You go on and then light. You will get the secrets, the foundations, the principles. You will not know all the details. But now, because the path is clear, you will know the path of your learning. You will know that you can know all the details because the field essentially and basically is now clear to you. And then you'll stepwise. It's a stepwise process, almost like a pattern. It's like a tree. You will discover the handful of people, first-handed professionals in your field, the masters and leaders in your field. You will talk to them, read the books, observe them very slowly. You will suddenly realize as you go on. This very wonderful process. You will know here, a bit there, and then you start connecting. You will get excited. You say, "This is interesting. I mean, this is something I'm understanding." You will feel kind of joy inside, and you will go on, and then you are at a height suddenly. When you reach the end, and there is nobody else. Without knowing it, you have become a leader. You have become a leader, and you will see above all hundreds of possibilities. To know itself, you will start seeing. You will work ceaselessly, and every day you will confirm. The more you learn, the more you will confirm and learn further. You will become better and better and better. Yes, you will laugh. This is the laughter, and you will also feel terribly lonely. Lonely, yes, because you will be alone with such a wonderful, such a precious possession. It's very precious. Your knowledge. It's like very personal. In fact, you will almost feel a kind of jealousy also about that. I mean, it's so valuable. So we can kind of break it into the steps to have greater clarity. Steps of the learning process. So when you begin learning in your chosen field, you can remember the following steps and points. First of all, the point is you have to struggle. You have to accept that struggle. It's not that you'll just be given a knowledge like that. This means that you will have to read several books, meet several people in your field. Unfortunately, the world has not yet evolved to that. Maybe it will evolve in the next 100 years. The world yet doesn't have the book for each field, where everything is very, very clearly laid out with the historical roots and steps and observations. That has to be done by you. Knowledge, as a rule, is in the minds of a few great masters and professionals in each field. A bad or an average book will also help you, but only if you read it critically. That is carefully. You have to ask questions like, why did he say that? But then he said that. But then, okay, now I get it. That process of active thinking. You will get basic information from which you can now begin to ask the right questions, even from a bad book. Asking questions is very important. Learning is a process of convincing yourself. If you are not convinced, then how can you say it is knowledge? If you don't ask questions, how will you be convinced? How will you reach the end of the process of understanding? Do not accept too easily. Just don't accept it. Okay, the teacher has said something, let's go ahead, get the marks. No, you must go on until you really understand, really see it and get it. You may accept, of course, but only for some time. Then you must ask, how is this true? Why is this true? What is the evidence? What is happening? Who said it? Who said it? And when? And in what context was this discovered? So this fourth point is a very good question. It will take you to the history of your field. The fourth is a very good question. It will take you to the history of your field. The historical development is a step by step improvement with new ideas emerging. It can be very illuminating, really. If you know the history of it, the stepwise, it's almost like, the process of learning itself is a historical process. Asking questions lead to answers, and to further questions, and to answers, and to still further questions. Knowledge is not isolated, but a whole. That is, knowledge is a linked, interconnected pattern and picture of many things. It's like a pattern. Real life is not made of compartments. The above process, honestly carried out with sufficient amount of reading and talking to people, is enough. You will get the light. Really, you will get the light. Trust me. The basics, the principles, the foundations in your field. And from here on, you are more free. You have got it like. You can think on your own, try out, experiment. At this stage, you will be able to come to new conclusions. In fact, new ways of looking at your field. And slowly, because you have got first-handed knowledge, a vision will come into your mind. What is that vision? Purpose that comes after learning. And how do we implement that vision and have a huge impact in the world? True learning, naturally, it's like inevitable, leads to a lifelong work, that is vision. That will be explored in the next section. So this is Narendra Kumar, now signing out. We'll meet in the 7th lecture on the vision and how to implement it. Thank you so much. This is from NRK Academy.